Should you offer discovery calls, aka sales calls, in your dietitian private practice? What is the purpose of a discovery call and how can it help you to increase your bottom line? My name is Sheena and I'm a registered dietitian that has been in private practice for the last decade. And my goal is to really help you to create the simplest, most profitable private practice that you can. So, where is the place of a discovery call for you in your private practice? When I started out with private practice, I offered a 20-minute discovery call for patients that were considering my services. The goal of this, I thought that this could help patients to really get to know me and know if we were a quote unquote good fit. While this seems logical and while this seems like it is actually going to benefit both you and the patient, it's really quite the opposite. What I came to find of these discovery calls is they tended to just be another element of friction for a patient actually booking with my private practice. The patient often came with a list of objections that were already in place. They were sitting there ready to be convinced that you were actually the best option to solve their problem. But the problem was is that most of these patients didn't even know what their problem was. And they were going into these sales calls, which are often a complimentary call from a dietitian, with the mindset that they needed to be convinced to consume your services. Now, while there's nothing wrong with this, I invite you to ask yourself the question, what is the point? I often like to joke, I am not in the convincing business. So when I brand myself and my services through my website, through my YouTube channel and social media channels, people that are consuming that content get a very clear picture and description of exactly what I do and what I do not do. So for me to offer this person a complimentary discovery call, that really just invites them to consider more ways which maybe they don't want to work with me or they're not the best fit. Whereas my branding, my social media presence, my personality on screen can really invite them into wanting to consume more and knowing that I might have the best fit solution for that problem, which they're doing in their own mind without me sitting on the phone convincing them. So that is the number one reason that I actually don't recommend doing discovery calls. The number two reason is it's just time consuming. So again, that friction. Okay, do you really want to sit on the phone for 20 to 30 minutes with your medical provider trying to determine if they're the best fit for you? No, you probably just want your problem solved. If your marketing and your branding is on point, a person coming to your website, your social media handles, etc., is going to know if you are the person that can solve their pain points. In your branding, you're really going to outline why you are the best possible person to solve the pain points of this person's problem. So, adding an extra area of friction, such as a discovery call, is actually just, in my opinion, kind of deterring from this. And it's also giving the patient another obligation before they get to touch base with you. Now, I do want to note that my communication, email, phone is always open for individuals that want to inquire about insurance benefits of my practice, what I do, etc. But I'm not going to book off a specific time for that individual to come up with objections and us to create that additional layer of friction. To me, honestly, that just seems like a waste of time for both me and my patient. Patients don't want another thing to do. In the beginning of my private practice, when I started out doing discovery calls, I found that most people that booked a discovery call were late or just simply no shows. These people aren't really valuing the service that you're offering. And yes, it is a service because this is your time and it is time that it's taken away from other things that you could be doing in your business. They're not really valuing it because one, it's free, and two, they know that you're not actually going to be solving their problems, pain points. So to me, I honestly don't really see the point of a discovery call. People are always invited to reach out to me, and I will chat with them, make sure that our personalities are a match, kind of on a whim. But I'm not going to schedule that time aside, create that additional level of friction, another obligation for both the patient and myself to really undergo these discovery calls, which often are not even honored by the patient. So that's really my take on discovery calls. Instead of taking all that time doing a discovery call, what I would really encourage you to do is hone in on your marketing. What is your niche? What problem do you solve for patients? And how can you outline that in your website presence, your social media, and so on and so forth? Once a person is able to connect with you in those manners and you show that you are the best solution to solve those pain points, a discovery call, in my opinion, is really unnecessary. If you found this information valuable, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing with a friend.